Howdy guys, it's Maverick here, and it is time for another episode of Kimetsu no Yaiba. So, last episode, we got some awesome fighting, courtesy of Zenitsu. We saw him pop up yet again, absolutely awesome. But with the cliffhanger, we do see that, well, Tanjiro and Inosuke have met yet another demon, right? Another spider demon, something of that sort. They met the father. And I do believe that it's about time for them to pop up again, especially Inosuke, right? We've seen Tanjiro being awesome, we've seen Zenitsu being awesome. Inosuke, yeah, he's done some things, but he still hasn't shown that much of his abilities, right? So far, he's basically been the token tsundere character for the series, if we're being honest. So I think maybe it's time for him to show some of what he can do. And okay, one thing that you guys did tell me last episode that I forgot about was that if they were actually fighting one of the 12, you could see it in their eyes, right? And so that just goes to show that the father is probably not one of the 12. So who it is, don't know, but in any case, they have to go through him first. So let's just get into the episode. Alrighty, let's begin in 3, 2, 1, play. Full moon. Oh hey, it's the reinforcements. To one of the two pillars, I believe. Okay, they're talking about Tanjiro and company, right? Oh, they don't get along? Okay, so maybe one group is gonna meet up with Tanjiro and Inosuke, and the other is going to meet up with Zenitsu and save him, I'm assuming. Ooh. Alright, so are they able to cut through him or not? And of course we'll find out. Yep, after the opening. Alright, hold on just a second, we'll be right back. Back. A forged bond. Okay. Oh, he did cut through him, just not completely. Ooh, okay. I was like, he's about to get his ribs broken yet again. Oh, actually, come to think of it, maybe it's not gonna be Inosuke that's popping off. Maybe they're gonna have some sort of joint attack? Maybe? Oh. Pebble skipping. Oh, so now you accept that you're hurt. Okay. Is that for a bridge, or is that to... Alright, okay. I doubt that's gonna do anything to him, though. Oh, it actually did affect him. Okay. Well, thanks for spoiling it to us, Inosuke. It can't be that easy, is it? Yeah, okay. Kentaro. Is it? You might want to make sure that you don't die first. Ah, he'll be fine. Might want to leg it, dude. Okay. Some of you guys were saying last episode that even though he did defeat the demon by himself, he still believes that it was a dream. That's so sad. I thought they would have. All right, he's gonna save him. Gramps? Okay, it's the lady that's gonna save him. Okay. Oh. Okay, I thought he was gonna get knocked unconscious. What the hell? Okay. It's definitely this son. This is probably the actual 12. Is it? Okay, I don't know. I'm gonna refrain from guessing. Okay, this is gonna piss Tanjiro off because he has a sister. Huh. Is this gonna turn into a brother sister fight? Yeah, so there is actually someone else who's. Okay. Ooh. Okay. They actually. Okay. I thought that was gonna be a lot more gruesome than it actually was. I mean, the implication is still gruesome, but. Okay. Yeah, if this guy isn't the 12th, then I don't know who is. Okay. Hmm. Huh. He has normal eyesight. Is he actually gonna use his brain for once? Okay. And he's like, why the hell am I? Yeah. Good for you. Dude, you're gonna get smacked right in the ribs, dude. Oh. Okay. So the way you slash an unslashable demon is slash harder? Mm, yeah, basically it. Wait, what? Okay. Wow. Hmm. So what's actually gonna... Hmm. Wow, really? Oh, what? Oh, I think he's molting or something like that. Yep. Shedding? Wait, do spiders molt or shed or what? Hmm. Wait, do spiders molt? What? Alright. This dude looks like someone from Alien vs. Predator. Come on. Oh. Oh, okay. I was like, huh, there is someone in his past. Oh, holy shit. Wow. Oh, okay. That definitely broke some bones. Holy crap. He can just literally crush his bones, can't he? Holy crap. Oh. Okay. Probably his mom. Okay. This is probably Giyu, right? Yep. Ooh. Oh, he uses water breathing. Okay. Oh yeah, that would make sense, right? Because he's the one who brought Tanjiro over. Okay, okay. So he's actually Tanjiro's direct senpai. Ooh. Holy crap. Man, this episode literally has me on the edge of my seat. Alright. We need to calm down a little bit now. Let's look at the Taisha secret. Okay. A little bit. Monjiro. Oh, you can say his name. Okay. Alrighty, yet another awesome episode. One that kept me on the edge of my seat. It's quite enticing as well, although not necessarily in the same way as last episode where we saw Zenitsu kicking ass, right? This one is compelling for different reasons, which I'll talk about a little bit later. But first of all, I want to, I guess, complain about something. Or some people might view this as a nitpick. I actually think it's quite serious in its own way, and that is in regards to the translation of this episode and some of the dialogue, especially regarding one phrase, which is a forged bond, right? See, the problem here is that forged actually has two different meanings. Number one is what they were trying to go for here, and the meaning is something that is fake, right? Such as a forged signature, right? A fake signature. But the thing is, it actually has another definition to it that is literally almost the opposite meaning, which is something which you make into something, and it generally implies that the thing that you make is rather strong. So something like a forging a relationship or forging a sword, right? I mean, I guess because they used the ed term, they ended with an ed, so it's actually in a different tense or whatnot. But like, why would you want to make it, why would you want to use a term that was this confusing? I'm actually wondering whether or not the translators for this episode were trying to put in some sort of double entendre here, right? Maybe with some foresight of the future or some knowledge of what's going to happen in the future. This isn't manga adaptation after all. They know that the bond that they're talking about is fake, but it's also strong in a way. So they were going for that kind of angle. If yes, then, well, okay, that's actually brilliant in a way. But at the same time, right, the Japanese for this episode literally is Nisemono no Kisuna. Nisemono means fake, right? There's nothing ambiguous about that, and Kizuna means bond, so literally fake bond. There's no double entendre or some other implication that is within those words. So for me, since I actually can read kanji to a certain extent, and I can, Nisemono and Kizuna are actually pretty common terms in Japanese, so I wasn't quite confused. But when I looked at it, it just, I don't know, the translation just seemed a little bit off-putting for me. I knew what they were going for, but at the same time, I feel like it might confuse some people, right? So yeah, that's something where I feel like I don't know. I feel like they should maybe just say your bond was fake, right? It was a fake bond, and that would be make things much more clearer. So just want to point that one out. Now, as for the actual episode, like I said, it really was compelling, and I feel like the main reason for it being so compelling is because all the hits and the strikes had actual impact to them. So, let's see. There's I don't know how many of you guys have seen the John Wick series, which is a series of movies. 3 just literally came out a few months ago, 1 month ago. But something I feel like when I'm watching this episode, it kind of reminds me of John Wick, right? Because every single punch, every single action and whatnot, you can feel the impact for it. Like characters within here, when they get hit, you can see them stagger. You can see them stagger when standing up. You can see blood flowing down, or during the moment of impact you can actually hear, right? You can hear the sound of the impact, the crunch, and also the sound of maybe some things breaking, such as their bones, for example. And it just makes it feel much more compelling, right? Especially since I talked about this actually in some previous episodes as well, where I felt like, the amount of damage that they seemed to be taking was not in line with what they were actually showing on screen. So during that time, I sort of pointed it out, and I feel like they actually really brought this back on the right track now. So every single punch, you can literally almost feel it yourself, right? It makes you go, ugh, that looks painful, right? And I feel like that it goes a long way to making the action scenes here specifically compelling, right? It's always been quite beautifully animated and beautifully drawn, but actually having this kind of visual impact and audio impact as well goes a long way to making it even more compelling. So that's something that I really like about this episode. No matter within Tanjiro's side or Inosuke's side, or the demons on their, as their respective enemies. So that's the, I guess, comment I have about this episode. So we got a few different things popping up for this episode as well. First of all, the 2 pillars have finally arrived, and they actually went separate ways. One, I believe, is the girl is called Shinobu, I believe. And she definitely seems like a little bit of an airhead in a way, and I can see why she supposedly doesn't get along with Gyu, the other one, because Gyu is the super serious dude, right? Whereas Shinobu seems, I don't know, she seems kind of out there in a certain way. Maybe this is just the way she acts or whatnot, but I can see why their personalities would sort of clash here. And just by the way, Shinobu, so I guess her entire image is that of being a butterfly, right? And I guess it kind of makes sense with how she's, more soft-spoken and whatnot. But they're literally going into this fighting a den or family or whatever you want to call it of spiders, right? I hope I'm not, reading too much into the imagery here, but, butterflies versus spiders, somehow I feel like, I don't know, it just seems like maybe I'm reading too much into the situation and it doesn't mean anything, but I don't know. It definitely seems kind of funny and maybe something to take note of. So there's that. And then on Gyu's side, I was kind of surprised at him actually using the water breathing style as well, although in retrospect I probably shouldn't have been. He was the one who put Tanjiro under the sensei's care after all, right? So it would only it would only make sense that he was also trained by him. So, okay. But I was surprised in a way. So, Tanjiro's got a big senpai now, right? So, yeah. Not really much else to talk about there. What else? Oh, in regards to the spiders molting, right? So, I don't know. I just had kind of like a brain fart there. I don't know why. Arachnids, spiders, they do molt. I think I was thinking more of, I know that snakes molt, I know that scorpions and those kind of things molt, but somehow it just blanked on me that spiders molt as well. So the thing that we see here is literally the fodder being a sort of spider molting himself and then growing bigger, right? So I guess nice natural sciences reference, I guess. So yeah, and I guess on one final observation is, even though we keep saying that one of the 12 is actually on this mountain, right, and is someone that they are going to fight, still don't see any one of the enemies having a 12 within their eyes, unless the kid did happen to have it. I just completely missed it for some reason, or maybe his powers hasn't awoken yet, or maybe it's the other sister, right? Maybe she has a hidden power or something. I don't know, but so far I'm still not quite sure who exactly the 12 is. I guess that's something that we'll continue to keep an eye out for, right? Now, as for next episode, actually what I'm thinking here is that we're probably going to see Nezuko in action. Because, like, come on, the enemy is a brother-sister combo, and you're literally trying to call them out for having a fake bond. What better way to prove it than showing how strong your bond is with your sister, right? So for Tanjiro and Nezuko to team up and take down the other brother-sister combo, right? So I feel like that's something that's too good of an opportunity to pass up. So probably going to be seeing Nezuko in action soon, which is nice because it's been some time since we've seen her kick butt, right? So, yeah, I think that about covers all that I want to say for this episode. Next episode, for next week, it's actually going to be a bit delayed. I'm actually going to be back home visiting my family. So, yeah, I do feel like it's probably going to be delayed at least for a day or two, and maybe potentially more. So, sorry guys, but, gotta visit your family sometimes, right? I do live separately from my family, so, still gotta call them sometimes, right? Make sure they're all well, make sure I'm well, and whatnot. But anyways, so next episode will be a little bit delayed, so sorry for that. But still, stay tuned because I will eventually get out to putting it. Alright, so that's been Kimetsu no Yaiba episode 18, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.